What have I just read? Chelsea Football Club have just signed Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk for a fee of 100 million. Contracts obviously to be decided, but I think that this really needs to be thought about. Ted Bowley has no idea who Mudryk is. If we skip past Mudryk just a second and go back to Ted Bowley's sort of transfers, we have signed Zakaria on loan. Now, a lot of people go, oh, that might be a good decision. He's not playing that well for Juventus. It might be a good. Thomas Tuchel hasn't even heard of Zakaria before Ted Bowley brought him in. Ted Bowley has no sort of idea what the team needs, what the manager needs. There is no sort of communication there, and it is an absolute travesty. João Felix, another player on loan. We are paying 100% of his wages. I think it's around 11 mil for the 5 to 6 months that he's here. He's already out for a month now because he's got a 3-match ban. And ultimately, I cannot see what is happening. I can't understand what Ted Bowley has got planned in the transfer market. He cannot run a football club the way he is running it. He cannot go to teams and say, oh, who are you looking at? Yeah, that's fine. We'll go and buy him. We'll go buy him then. Mudryk was an Arsenal player. We were looking at him. We wasn't looking at him. Arsenal were looking at him. They were looking at thinking, oh, Mudryk might fit our system quite well. Nice little squad rotation there with Saka, Marquinhos, Martinelli. Maybe get a bit more backup in the wing section. Good bit of business from them if they were to proceed with it. But nope, Ted Bowley comes in, swipes the offer, 100 mil, no questions asked. We'll pay that. Of course we will. It's an absolute travesty. If you look at rich football clubs in the Premier League, we have the likes of Newcastle United, who don't splash the cash, but what they do is play good football. Not just play good football, but pay good money in the transfer market. And I'm not saying good as in high, I'm saying good as in quality. They go out and sign Alexandra Isak, good sort of player. Bruno Guimaraes, another good player who has become widely a world-class sort of player in the Premier League. We have the likes of Man City, who are absolutely minted rich, but they're not going out and splashing all these hundreds and hundreds of millions like Chelsea Football Club are. Why are we going out and buying a player who is in their head, in their mind, they are already an Arsenal player? Already in their head, they've come out and they have said, I can't wait to make my debut for Arsenal. What does that say about us as a club when we're signing rival clubs' transfer targets and players? We're signing players that are already in their head wanting to play for our rivals. We have got no sort of policy in the transfer window, and it is an absolute travesty what is going on at the football club. You look at the likes of Man City, like I've mentioned, they're used to buying 40, 50 mil sort of players here and there who become great. We have not done that. We are signing players for ridiculous fees of 100 plus, and then they're flopping because the expectation is so high, the money that we pay for is so high, and they can't keep up with the expectation that Ted Bowley has set. It's ridiculous, and it needs some sort of communication between Bowley and Potter and the scouting staff, and we need to have a sit-down chat and say, why are we signing players like Mudryk for 100 mil? Does Bowley know that Mudryk fits Graham Potter's system? Does Graham Potter know who Mudryk is? I don't think that Bowley knows anything, if I'm honest, about Graham Potter and how he's playing. I think Bowley's there just for the face. He don't actually watch the football. And it is an absolute joke what is going on right now. We have to look at the facts. And the facts are Mudryk is not worth £100 million ever. Mudryk potentially can be good in the future, but worth 100 mil, I highly doubt it. I just can't see why Bowley has to go out and splash all this cash when we could look at trying to fill the replacements of Kante, who is such a pivotal part in our midfield. Yet he's getting older, injury prone, he's starting to lose it, and we could look at potentially bringing someone in younger who can fit that sort of role. We've got Zakaria, but he's on loan. So what are we gonna do after that? He has no idea what is going on. Arsenal, fair play to them for going out and looking at transfer targets that they need and go and push for it. I can only apologise as a Chelsea fan to what we are doing to this current transfer market. Anyone that is interested in anyone in the top flight of football, Chelsea are also interested in that. Has Bowley got scouting staff that he listens to? Has Bowley gone out and actually personally seen Mudryk play ever? I don't think so. I think that it is an absolute joke what is going on right now. And I really don't know how we can get out of this crisis that we are currently in. We look at what we've spent and it is not good value. We are paying ridiculous fees, ridiculous wage budgets for absolutely nothing. Is Mudryk the answer to Chelsea Football Club? Of course he isn't. He isn't the answer for Arsenal Football Club. He wouldn't be the answer for Leicester or any other football club. He's not the answer because he is not that sort of player. He's an impact player, but he's not able to carry a team like we need. We need that leadership role. We have Azpilicueta, who is quite poor already, slowing down, bit off the pace, doesn't really... He's too slow for the Premier League now. We have the likes of Thiago Silva, no complaints there. But ultimately, we have Jorginho. He needs to get out as well. He needs to get out of the club. I've already made a video on that, guys. So if you do want to watch that, I'll leave a link in the description and you can pop that as well and you can see that. But I think that Chelsea Football Club is heading down a very dark road at the minute. And I cannot see a way where we get out of it. I'm not sure what Bowley has planned to enable us to get out of this strut that we are in right now. We are losing to Fulham 2-1. Man City both times. The first half of Man City, we had 0 shots. So we do need an attacker, but we need that all-out number 9. Mudryk is not that. Pulisic, I can accept being our winger, and same with Sterling. I can accept them too, but I do not accept Mudryk coming in when we can recall a loan from Hudson-Odoi, who I'd love to see back in a Chelsea shirt and given another chance under Graham Potter. But I really don't know what Bowley has got to offer this football club. He has completely ruined it for the sport, for the club, for the league. He is making it out as an absolute mockery with what he is doing right now. Sorry about the rant, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I will let you know when the next video comes out, but make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you are aware when I do post, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and also comment what you feel about Ted Bowley in the club and also what this Mudryk signing means. Because for me, I think it's an absolute joke and I cannot see this going well for anyone. Cheers, guys. I hope you liked it. Take care and have a good one.